Now let's listen to these beats in the car. Recently I did a video where I kind of just wanted to play some beats and kind of talk about, you know, the inspiration behind them and, you know, kind of the ideas behind them. Not really going into like how to make the beat and a tutorial and all that, but just like the ideas behind it. Because I think that's something that, you know, a lot of people don't really talk about. There's a lot of tutorials, there's a lot of how to make this beat, how to use this technique and stuff like that, but I don't think a lot of people are talking about the creative ideas behind the beat, behind the music. I feel like it's becoming more and more important, the ideas behind the music, not necessarily how to do it. So for this video, I just wanted to play some beats in the car. So, you know, we're traveling all day, people have to go to work, people have to go out and get stuff, so your music is going to be played in the car a majority of the time. So it's important that you know what it sounds like in the car. The American Automobile Association did a survey which found that Americans spend on average 61.3 minutes per day driving. And what do we do when we're driving? We listen to music. I mean, some people watch YouTube and play on TikTok, but you're not really supposed to do all that stuff. What you're really supposed to do is just focus on the road and probably listen to some music. You're definitely not supposed to film a YouTube video, but whatever. So this one is a lot of heavy bass, still trying to keep it real simple and leave a lot of space for the artist and just keep it real simple, real hard all at the same time. And every day I see some sort of technology, some sort of AI or something like that. And I'm pretty sure that anything that we can create pretty soon, AI will be able to recreate it or replicate it or whatever. So in this one, I'm just trying to keep it that real simple vibe so that the artist has a lot of space to do what they need to do. And then I got the vocals in there, but I got the vocals pushed way back, again, to give a lot of space to the artist. So, you know, you got the vocals in there, sounds like some type of choir way back, just to give it, you know, a different feel to it. It's got like that thick analog feel to it. You know, it's kind of fuzzy, so it feel like you're watching like an old movie or something like that, like a retro car chase scene or something like that. But I think the thing that they're not going to be able to replicate is me. My brain and all the inefficiencies and imperfections that come with it. So I think that AI will be able to perfectly replicate anything. Maybe they'll even be able to perfectly replicate the imperfections. But I think what they won't be able to replicate is like the fact that I was really tired today, so the melody came out a little bit more mellow than I wanted it to. Or say, for example, your emotions are running high, you have different chemicals running through your brain, so you're going to end up making the melody a little bit differently. Maybe it's more aggressive than usual. Maybe it's sadder than usual. So you actually...
It's Sunday.
I know. So for example, in music, it actually loses something when there's not a human feel to it. When it's too quantized, it's too perfect, it just comes out being dull. We actually prefer music that's slightly imperfect. It's slightly off beat because that gives it more of a human touch. That's the humanized feature. When you see something say it needs to be humanized, what it means is it's slightly imperfect. So this one has that dark piano, almost like a haunted mansion vibe. You know, something dark, something real simple that you can make some hard shit to. So you gotta play your beats in the car, you gotta know what it sounds like in the car. I feel like for any, you know, as a music producer or for any type of music creator, you gotta know what your music sounds like in the car. And most people are gonna listen to your music in the car. That's where they're gonna experience it. So that's gonna give you the best indication of what your music actually sounds like. So you gotta do a car test. You gotta know what it sounds like in the car. Because if it's not hitting in the car, it's not really hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it don't hit in the car, it don't hit. This is like that classic magical piano. You know what I'm saying? Just just like a breath of fresh air, like you floating on cloud 9. So while I'm making the beat, while I'm mixing the beat, I'm usually listening to it on my studio headphones plus my studio monitors. But once I finish it, in order to know exactly how it really sounds, I listen to it in the car, but then I also listen to it on the iPhone. So a lot of people think they need like super expensive, super fancy speakers and all this kind of stuff. But again, one of the most common places that people are going to listen to it is on the iPhone as well. So however your music sounds on the iPhone, that's how it really sounds. That's how most people are going to experience it. So that's a good indicator of what it's really going to sound like to most people. So I think I'm gonna make this a series where I kind of play some beats in the car and give y'all the ideas behind it. So if you like it, let me know. And if you want to work, hit me up.